Today on Sports Central, it is time to reveal our plans for the 2020 college football season simulation series. And obviously, we've been going through our 64-team tournament here on this channel recently. And this has been going on since June. We've been going on from mid-June or so. And the 64-team tournament is planned to go all the way through August 24th right now. August 24th is planned to be the championship of the 64-team tournament. And today we're going to be going over our plans. Of course, we've now hit August, and we are only a month away from the scheduled start of the college football season. Pretty hard to believe, considering how crazy of an off season it has been. And obviously, there are still uncertainties as to how the football season is going to work, or even if we're going to have a football season in general. And yeah, we got plans for this tournament that will be able to take an effect as to whether or not we will have a college football season. Obviously, I mean, this tournament is going to work no matter whether we do or whether we don't have a college football season, and we'll get into all the details in just a second. But once again, 64-team tournament will continue. This is just going to be taking place after it, and I figured since we've hit August now, we are on August 1st, that we would reveal our tournament series and what we've got planned for the 2020 college football season, just to kind of get you guys hyped up for it and just to give you guys an idea of what you can look forward to once we get into September. So with that, it is time to reveal what we've got planned, and it is going to be an 84-team divisional tournament series. We're going to be taking 84 teams, and we're going to be putting them head-to-head in a divisional tournament series. And how this is going to work is these 84 college football teams will be divided into 14 different divisions of 6 teams each based off of their skill. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a weekly tournament every single week. So basically 14 weeks straight, we will have our own little tournament of 6 teams to decide a divisional champion. And each of the 14 division champions will compete in a tournament of champions that will take place in December. And so obviously, I think this is a brilliant idea. I think honestly, in my opinion, this is a much better idea than the 64-team tournament. I think in general, this could definitely be something big. And of course, 84 college football teams, being able to include more than 64 teams, I think is going to be huge, especially. I mean, obviously, all the teams from the 64-team tournament will be back for this 84-team divisional tournament series. And I mean, we're also going to be able to include 20 new teams. We'll be bringing in several other Group of 5 conference teams. We're also going to be including all of the Power 5. And so I'm sure, I mean, no matter whether you're a team or you're a fan of Kansas or whether you're a fan of Clemson, you'll be able to see your team compete in some way during this tournament series. So it's pretty awesome, and I think this is going to be a great thing that you guys are all going to enjoy a ton. And I think these divisional tournaments, obviously, they're going to last 5 days each, or that is the plan right now at least. That is if the season does continue, which if the season does not go on this fall, there will be an alternate option that we will probably go upon, which I'll be going over in a little bit as well. But for the plan right now, in the case that we do have a college football season, these divisional tournaments will be 5 days each and will last from Monday to Friday. And obviously you may be confused about why I'm not using Saturday or Sunday. And I mean, that should be obvious, but of course Saturday is college football day, so of course there's going to be college football games all over the day on Saturday. So we will not be holding any simulations on the weekends, it looks like right now, as far as the tournament series goes. And of course Sunday is the NFL, so you've got real football on Sunday as well. So we'll just be holding these on the weekdays, and that's how we're planning on doing it right now as far as planning for the season goes. So if the season does go on, if the college football season and the NFL season do go on for 2020 as planned right now, that is what we're going to be going with. We will be going with a divisional tournament that will last 5 days for each week. And obviously these 14 division champions, once again, will compete in a tournament of champions that will take place in December. So basically that tournament of champions in December will be pretty much the climax of the series. That's where we're going to find out who is the true champion of the 2020 college football season. So we'll have a true champion in the end. And obviously, I mean, winning a division in general would be pretty cool, but just imagine being able to win a tournament of champions and beating all of the 14 other or the 13 other division champions. And so yeah, I think it's a pretty brilliant idea. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And obviously we still have a lot more to go over, but yeah, if you have any questions though, I'm sure this could be a little bit confusing for some of you guys. So if you are confused in any way about it, just let me know in the comments below and I will get back to your question. But obviously, I think it's a pretty cool idea. 84 college football teams getting to be put head to head in a tournament, I think would be a pretty cool idea. And I think this is going to be something in general that all of you guys are really going to enjoy. And it's something that I'm really excited for as well. Yeah, here's what we're looking at as far as the division tournaments go. Division 1 will be kicking off on August 31st. That is a Monday, and that will be the first day of this planned tournament. And that's planning on lasting all the way till Friday, September 4th, which is just the day before the originally scheduled week 1 of the college football season. So even though we're probably not going to see any college football games on September 5th, we will still be holding our week 1 tournament there on August 31st, and that will be lasting all the way to September 4th. And obviously, I'm not going to read off all this. Of course, this is just the planned schedule right now. We've got all the way, Division 6 will be kicking off your October. We've also got Division 10, which will be kicking off November. And then, obviously, the last week of the regular season of this tournament will be in Division 14, which will take place between the dates of November 30th and December 4th. And basically, what we're going to do is we're going to take a weekend break then, and then the Tournament of Champions will be kicking off on December 7th, which is a Monday, and that's going to last all the way till December 19th, which is, I believe, a Saturday, and that's going to be the day that the bowl games are expected to be kicked off. So basically, it's just going to take place in between the gap of the regular season and the bowl season as far as the college football season goes. And so, yeah, basically that Tournament of Champions, that's going to be the big part of this tournament, and that's going to be the big part that, I mean, I'm sure everyone's going to be looking forward to once we get towards that point, because, once again, the Tournament of Champions will consist of all 14 of your division champions, and so, yeah, we'll be able to find a true champion there. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's a pretty brilliant idea. Once again, I mean, being able to put 84 teams head-to-head, I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I hope you guys are all super excited for it. But here are your alternate scenarios as well in the case that we do not have a college football season, or in the case that we do have a college football season. Obviously, in the event that a college football season does happen at some point this fall, so even if we have a season that kicks off in October, we will still be having our 84-team tournament, which will have 6 teams per division, and the divisional tournaments will last from Monday to Friday. So basically, what we're going over here today is the plan in the case that we do have a college football season, which is the plan right now. However, in the event that a college football season does not happen this fall, which obviously is still very likely at this point, considering everything that has happened in our July, this will be a 96-team tournament that has 7 teams per division, so we will be adding 12 new teams in the case that we do not have a college football season this fall. So we could, I mean, there's potential here to have a 96-team tournament this fall, which would be quite a, it'd be quite a thing. Of course, I mean, having 96 teams in a tournament, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. But obviously, I mean, that's not the plan right now. I think an 84-team tournament will be just fine in itself in the case that we do have a college football season. However, if we do have to go with the 96-team tournament idea, which is totally fine with me, and I'm sure you guys would be fine with that as well. But yeah, each divisional tournament would last from Monday to Saturday. So basically, we'd have 7 teams per division instead of 6. And each divisional tournament will last from Monday to Saturday instead of Monday to Friday. So it's pretty straightforward. Those would be primarily the only changes there in the case that we do have a 96-team tournament this fall because of a college football season not occurring. But obviously, here are a couple of additional things to know. Obviously, the bracket selection show for this tournament will take place on Sunday, August 23rd, and it's going to live air at 7 p.m. Eastern. And obviously, we had a selection show for our 64-team tournament as well, which took place before the game, I believe, on the opening day. So, yeah, or actually, no, it wasn't on the opening day. It was a week before the opening day. And that's how it's going to be for this tournament as well. We'll be having it on a Sunday, and it's going to be just before our scheduled 64-team tournament game. And we will also be having a tournament challenge for our tournament so that you can make your picks and you can compete to win a $50 gift card of your choosing. Obviously, we've done a $50 gift card for our conference tournament series, and we are also planning on doing it, or we will be doing it, for our 64-team tournament as well. And that is the plan to do it for this as well. So yeah, obviously more info on that is going to come as we get closer to the tournament kickoff. And obviously, it's going to be a bit of a different setup, obviously, since we're going to be having, since we'll be having 14 different tournaments, basically it's going to be a bit tougher for me to set up, but I think that we'll be able to make it work, and I still think it's going to be just as good as any other tournament that we have held so far here on this channel. And I also think how we're going to make that work based off of how we're going to be having a Tournament of Champions as well, which will include 14 teams. We're just going to make you guys do your picks for the 14 divisions, basically, and we'll be having you guys make your picks for each of the 14 divisions, and we will not be giving you guys a bracket to make your picks on the Tournament of Champions just yet. However, once we get to December, I will be releasing a tournament challenge so that you guys can make your picks on the Tournament of Champions. So yeah, we won't be worrying about that quite yet once we release the tournament challenge here once we get to August 23rd. However, you guys will be able to make your picks through as far as the divisional tournaments go. So if that makes sense, if you have any questions on that, just let me know in the comments below and I will get back to all your guys' comments. Yeah, the tournament challenge will be open for entry after the selection show on August 23rd. It's going to be open for basically a week, and it will be open until the first game on August 31st. And so yeah, that's pretty much all it is, straightforward as far as the tournament challenge goes. And here is what the simulation schedule is for your August as well. Of course, it's going to be kind of a confusing month based off of what we all have going on. Obviously, there's going to be a big transition period where we're going to be going from our 64-team tournament to our 84-team divisional tournament series. And so obviously for the first part of the month through the 16th of August, we're going to be having 2 simulations per day at 3:30 and 8 p.m. Eastern. That is not going to change at all in comparison to how we did it in July. So yeah, obviously we're going to be having our fan requested game at 3:30 and then our 64-team tournament game at 8 p.m. Eastern. And that is unless we do have a break day in the case that it's between rounds. Obviously, we're taking a day off between every round of our 64-team tournament, so there will be a break day in between the second round and the Sweet 16, for example, between the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. That'd be another example there. So, but yeah, it's pretty straightforward. As far as August 17th through the 24th go, we'll be having 1 simulation per day on the weekdays, and that's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern, obviously with everything going on in August and everything being picked back up. We will be moving back to 1 simulation a day for the weekdays. That is what it looks like for now. And that's just going to be our tournament game at 8 p.m. Eastern on those weekdays. And on the weekends, we'll be having 2 simulations per day between August 17th and the 24th. And those are going to take place at 3:30 and 8 p.m. Eastern, kind of similar to how we did it or how we're doing it right now. And so basically we're going to be having our fan simulated game at 3:30 and then our 64-team tournament game at 8. And yeah, the 64-team tournament championship once again is on August 24th. And so that is when this tournament will be over with. And then we're going to be going into a little bit of a transition period in the late parts of August. Between August 25th and 30th, we'll be having 1 simulation per day at 8 p.m. Eastern. And this will be a fan requested game. We will not be having any tournament games, obviously, between the 25th and the 30th. And on the weekends, we'll be having 2 FAM simulated games per day at 3:30 and 8 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, once again, pretty straightforward, but these will be fan requested matchups for these dates as well. So, it's going to be all fan simulated games between those 6 days. Starting August 31st, once again, it's going to be to be determined based off of the football season situation. There are still a lot of variables that need to be answered in order for us to figure that out. But as far as it goes right now, I think we'll probably be having our tournament games on the weekdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'd assume. And we'll probably be having that on Saturday in the case that a college football season does not take place as well in the fall. So, yeah, we'll be having all of our tournament games to take place at 8 p.m. Eastern. That is still the plan, and I plan on keeping it like that as far as the eye can see. So, yeah, as far as the fan simulation games go, though, during the season, I think we'll probably be having 1 on Sundays just for the heck of it, and we will probably not be doing 2 simulations on Saturday. But once again, it depends on how the football season goes. If we do have a college football season, we'll probably have no simulations on Saturday and maybe no simulations on Sunday. I'm not sure about Sunday quite yet. But if there is a college football season, we will not be having any simulations on Saturday. I can guarantee you that. Which, I mean, of course, it makes sense. Why would you have a simulated game on when you've got real football on? So, yeah, that's just kind of what the point is there. But yeah, once again, as far as the tournament games go for this tournament, we will be having them on the specified dates, and they will be on the weekdays only for the most part. But yeah, that about wraps it up for this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on this and whether you're excited for this tournament or not. I mean, obviously, I'm very excited for it. I think you guys are going to enjoy it a ton, considering how much you guys have enjoyed our 64-team tournament here on this channel. And I think this is honestly something that's going to be better than the 64-team tournament in general. I mean, obviously, the 64-team tournament's great, but this in general, I think, should be something that's much better. And I think you guys in general are going to like this a ton more than the 64-team tournament. I mean, obviously, having a brand new tournament every week of 6 teams, just a small tournament, to determine a divisional champion and to bring him in to a tournament of champions later on in this series. I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I hope you guys are all looking forward to it as much as I am. But in the end, thanks again for watching. If you have any questions over this, let me know in the comments below. I will get back to as many of your guys' comments as I can. But thank you guys all again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, or if you enjoyed this idea, if you like this idea, and if you're looking forward to it, slap a like on this video, subscribe as well. It really helps out the channel. I really appreciate that. But as always, thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more from All Sports Central, and I will see you all later.